All right, so I just wrapped up another trading session, done for the day, done for the week. As you can see here, my results for the day, trading my 20 PA accounts on Apex. I only took one trade today. If you don't know, I split up my accounts into sets of 10, right? So I'll take one trade on 10 of my PA accounts, and if I take another trade, I'll take them on my other 10 PA accounts. As you can see, I just used one of them since I only took one trade today. Made around $311 in each account. So in total, made just over $3,000 in profit for the day. So let's go into the charts and recap the exact trade I took today and why I actually took it. All right, so keep in mind the trade I took today was not my normal setup, okay? This is a setup I rarely take. I have to see a few very important things for me to actually take this, but like I said, I end up taking it today. Again, it's more rare for me to take a setup like this, okay? So what this setup was, as you can see, I traded gold this morning, and if I just zoom out here, we can see we had a massive sell-off overnight. I mean, we sold off nearly 80 points on gold, which is a huge move, right? That's a massive move on gold. And what we can see here is we literally have the support at the very bottom down here. So this is like the very bottom of our support. If we broke this level, we really didn't have much support under here. So this support went all the way back. So I knew that this is a super key level that I was actually watching for. Another thing you'll notice here is when we dip down in this support originally, as you can see, there was massive volume that came in. Okay, so this kind of told me that a bunch of buyers were trying to defend this area with all this volume coming in. Obviously, if we, kept on pushing down with this high volume, that would tell me sellers were there, right? But since there was high volume and we didn't get really a push down as much, right? This level held. This told me a lot of big buyers were stepping in, giving me an idea that, hey, this area could potentially be a reversal area. Now, again, the reason why this wasn't a typical setup I take was because it was against the trend, right? Now, the way I determine the trend is based on this EMA and this VWAP. If these are both moving down together, that means the trend is down, and I'm typically only looking for short setups, right? But in this rare case scenario where we're at a super key support level, we had massive volume come in from mainly buyers. And I knew that if I entered this trade, it would be more of a scalp. When I combine all those three things, that's when I'm more comfortable with going against the trend to just get a quick scalp out of this position, right? And gold was obviously super volatile. It was moving a lot. So I actually got a pretty decent trade out of it, even though it was considered more of a scalp trade. I was still able to make pretty good money off it. So anyways, whether I'm going against the trend or with the trend, I'm always looking for some kind of confirmations once we're at the level. And what those confirmations are obviously the volume I just explained, especially for going against the trend. The next confirmation I'm looking for is I'm mainly just looking for this MACD to cross on the 2-minute time frame, and for us to get a green Heikin-Ashi candle with no wick at the bottom, which we got right here. Now, if I go to my Discord, as you can see, I basically said at 6:52 my time this morning, I said gold in a key support level. Okay, so this is what the chart looked like when I posted this. And then around 2 minutes later at 6:54, I said I'd be open to trying long due to how much volume there is at the lows and how oversold we are. Definitely a little riskier though, since again, this isn't my normal setup. All my members in here know that. So if I go back to the charts, right, where I posted that message was right here at 6:54 during this candle. Now, again, during this candle, if I zoom in here, I'm looking for a candle that has no wick at the bottom. The next candle we got was right here. As you can see, the MACD already crossed. So this is where I actually enter my position. And actually on this next candle, I waited for us to pull back a little bit, and I actually got in at around 36. So as you can see from there, I basically just had my stop below this wick down here, since this is like the last low point we had. And then from there, basically the next candle over, we got a huge push into the 40, and then we eventually got a push into 43, 42 area. At this point, I was already up over 5 points on gold, which is a big trade for me. I usually aim for anywhere from 3 to 6 points on gold. It really just depends. Again, this is more of a scalp trade since I am going against the trend, which means I'm just trying to get a little bit of money out of it. I'm not trying to see a huge move back up. Again, gold usually doesn't move 5 points in 2 minutes. That usually takes like 20, 30 minutes. Today was extra volatile because of this huge sell-off, so we're moving, 5, 10 points at a time. And then if we look at the 5-minute time frame, as you can see, we end up coming right to this EMA. So that's kind of where I wanted to see us come up to. Obviously, I sold a little bit early, but this was kind of the target for this trade. I wasn't really trying to get a huge move out of this. Like I said before, it was more of just a scalp. Now, as you see in my Discord, basically, 10 minutes later, I said fully out for a quick 5 points. Now, like I said, that was the only trade I took today. There was some other setups on NASDAQ and ES, which is what I also trade as well. And, I was mentioning it in my Discord. I said getting a setup here at 837 on NASDAQ. I said it could be worth trying, but I'll probably sit out since I already had a nice trade today. As you can see, this trade would have worked really well. We shot straight up to resistance, went up around 60 points on NASDAQ. When I called this out inside the Discord, this is what it looked like before. We basically just went into this resistance zone right here. Again, I was kind of getting some FOMO because I didn't take it and I knew we we're getting a good setup. But that's part of trading. You're not going to catch every move. It takes a lot out of your mind to be in a trade. I know it just seems like you're clicking a button, you're in the position, but it takes a lot out of you mentally to be in a position to take another trade. And I just wasn't feeling it. It's Friday. I already took a good trade and I kind of just want to be done for the day. So that's the main reason I didn't take this trade. Anyways, as you can see, a few hours later, I said calling it a day here. And this is another thing I want to talk about in this video, right? I basically took 4 trades this week. 3 of them were winners and 1 was a break even, right? That was all I did this week. And this is one of my better weeks I've had in trading, right? I made $16,000 in profits. I said quality over quantity. Once you're able to dial in a system where you're consistently making money, where you can have weeks like these where, you're basically winning most of the time and breaking even or losing once in a while, right? If you do that for a month or 2 straight, that's where you're able to scale your contracts. So if you're making $100 a day and you're only taking 3 trades a week or 4 trades a week, let's say you're making $100 on your winners, right? You would have made $300 this week. And that doesn't seem like a lot of money. You're like, I can't pay my bills with this. It doesn't seem like a lot of money. But keep in mind, you're trading probably on a small account. You're trading with less contracts. So wait until your winners are $3,000 instead of $100. Okay, and the only way for your winners to start being 3,000 is you have to size up. And the only way to size up and trade with more contracts, trade with more money, is you have to prove that you have a profitable system. So don't worry about the money right now. Don't try to make a bunch of money with a small account. I tell people this all the time, right? If you're trading with 1 or 2 contracts, you're making $100 on your winning trades, don't try to make $500 a day, right? Don't try to have 5 winning trades. Instead, get a system that works consistently, right? Prove to yourself, take the quality over quantity trades. And once you get a 70, 80% win rate, then you can scale, right? And that's where, you can have a winning trade make you $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 instead of, only $100. And that's how you make a lot of money with trading. It's not from over trading on small accounts, not from taking a bunch of trades, right? It's from having a consistent profitable system and then scaling your size. And that way you only need a few good trades a week, right, to make really good money. And I'm telling you guys, if you look at profitable traders, right, this is what they always preach. This is what they do. And a lot of beginners have this backwards. So I want to make sure I talk about this in this video. That's the lesson I want you to take away from this. So anyways, guys, that was my trade recap for the day. Like I said, that's the only thing I took. So I'm going to go ahead and end it out here and go enjoy the rest of my day, enjoy my weekend. With that being said, real quick, before you guys do leave this video, I want to give a quick shout out to one of our students, Cami. She just passed 20 of her PA accounts on Apex. As you can see, I'll just zoom in here. She funded all of them. So congrats to her. She's actually one of our students inside my private coaching program. So just want to give a quick shout out to them. If you guys also want to go through the same exact training and coaching program that Cami went through, like I said, I'm still looking for a few more motivated people who are committed to becoming a profitable day trader. Inside this private coaching program, I'll personally teach you my strategy for 30 days. So it's a 30-day program. I'll personally be reviewing your trades as well. And I'll even be trading live with you on Zoom, and you'll get access to this private inner circle Discord where you get all my setups and thought process and trades in real time, Monday through Friday in the market. So anyways, if you are interested in joining the coaching program and getting access to all those exclusive perks, all you have to do is go to the first link in the description below this video, message me the word trading on my Instagram account, and I'll send you all the details from there. With that being said, guys, as always, I hope you have a great weekend. Go take this time to reset, relax, review your trades, and get ready for next week. With that being said, I will see you guys first thing Monday morning inside the Discord group, hopefully for another great week next week.